Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Are we here? Are we on? Is it Mark? Mark's like, is this thing on? We always love that about you, Mark. When you make a video and you say, I think it's on. Is it rolling? I think it's rolling, Deb, or something like that. We love it. I had been punching in my little search thingy, like, beginner yoga for seniors. Look at my bald spot anyway. It's always been there. It's always been. I was born, and I'm like, was I born now? I'm not sure if that was something they did to me and then lied and did about it or what, but it's pretty big. It's like as big as a fucking quarter anyway. It's always been there. Been looking up beginner yoga for seniors because I mean, it depends on who you are. I'm a senior at Goodwill. I'm 55. I'm 56. And then, so suddenly, I get the sarcopenia. Sarcopenia. Is that what it's called? Muscle wasting or loss in people as they age. And I'll tell you why. Because they told you to eat all that stuff they told you to eat and told, don't eat meat, it's not good. And then when you go in, and that's why our muscles are wasting away. We need meat. We're made of meat. You are what you eat. You are what you absorb. That's what my chiropractor told me. Because I'm like, well, I used to hate to hear how you are what you eat, but you kind of are. And he's like, I'll take it a step further. You are what you absorb. So you can eat all kinds of good stuff, but if your body is malabsorption, like I was an alcoholic, I say, for instance, and I couldn't absorb the nutrients because of the, then you are not what you eat. You're what you absorb. I'm like, yeah, get it, son. Get it, son. He's a little bit younger than me. God bless his little teeny heart. He's awesome. But anyway, I'm going to PT this morning. Lenny's going to see Mike. Anyway, the sarcopenia, muscle wasting. I'm saying, well, so I click one, and I hear this guy start talking smart, and I'm going. And he starts talking about the muscle fibers and showing us charts. And after 50, this is what happens. You the short chat, and you get the quick responding muscles and the short, whatever they were. And I'm going, I do not need to know this. I do not need to know or hear that I'm on an uphill battle. I can never build muscle or blah, 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 blah. I don't need to fucking hear that. You know why? Because I saw Ben's mom. She's 68. Knees over toes guy. Apparently, she was like walking around with a walker, well, bumping around, stumbling around, bumbling around, and now she's running, sprinting, jumping, and pushing cars around. So, whoever the smart guy was that talked about the muscles and, no, this is the way it is. I get you, boo. I get you. I understand that there's hormones in the body and they change levels and that my body's not going to tell. My signals are not going to be coming to my muscles saying, build as big as they did in your 20s or anything. I realize that's not what's happening. But don't tell me I can't. Are you kidding me? My daughter teaches pole. She has old women coming in their 50s. Well, they're not old, but old enough. I mean, old as me. Building muscle, getting on the pole, having fun, building strength, losing their depression, pulling their feet off the floor. Like when they were a child and swung on a swing and how wonderful that felt. You know how good that is for your lymph system, by the way? Like the rebound or like the bouncing and all that. And so it can be done. I'm not going to hear about it. I'm not hearing about sarcopenia. Why? That's from starvation. It's from starvation. And these little old people, when you go visit them in the hospital, when they fall down or whatever the hell, they had the flu or whatever, you go in the hospital and they are giving them fucking Jell-O. And they're giving them this little slab of frickin' Spam with some flaked potatoes. Or whatever, like mashed potato mixed with it. What the fuck is that? That's sugar water. Then we got Jell-O. Then we got apple juice. And then some canned ass green beans that'll give them some fucking gas. And then they want to know. Then they don't want them to get up. Don't move around. Jesus Christ, don't massage her feet. We know they're numb. Don't massage them. Don't touch her. And they want to know. Why do you got sarcopenia? Sarcopenia. You mean starvation? All right, peace out. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not going down that bugging road. Anyway, I'm gonna wash my. Look at that. I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna get ready for Mike. You know what I'm saying? Because Mike is like, these people are interesting. I hope they never find my home number. That's what Mike's thinking. No, Mike's thinking, I might give it to them. I don't know. I want Mike to be intrigued, but not afraid. I don't want him to be afraid. I have to turn him onto my YouTube channel. Be like, Mike, don't be scared. It'll be okay. I'm just down the street. You can come over. I mean, you can, but don't tell anybody else where I am, Mike. All right, YouTube. Let's not get sarcopenia. You mean starvation of the elderly in America and wherever else they're doing it. Oh, and I love when you check the patient's chart at the hospital and it says, no diet restrictions. That means they can eat a pile of dog shit if I bring it in. What? What the No, you can that's fine. Just feed them Jello all day. That's fine. Yeah, it's got gelatin in it. Yeah, it's good for their bones. You're like, what the